Good morning. Hi, how are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your 5 moves in 5 minutes. And as it's Friday morning, it's our balance and strength 5 moves in 5 minutes. The class we do every week that focuses on set moves every week so we can watch our progression, see how we develop on particular movements to help our balance. And then we add variety to those movements as well, adding some weights maybe for some extra strength, again to challenge the whole body, mind, everything into helping with our balance, which we need all the time, but more so as we get older. And more often than not, we don't think about our balance until we need to think about our balance. So I'm going to show you 2 moves that we do every week, and then 2 or 3 moves, or 3 moves that we're adding to that today. But as always, if you're going to join in, that is fantastic. And do let me know that you've done it. Please make sure you're feeling fit and well, and you're only going to do the movements that's suitable for you. Now, with balance, always be mindful of where you are, your surfaces, any hazards around, and don't be worried about holding on to stuff, using things to support you while you do movements if they are new, or you feel that you just need that extra support. Don't ever worry about that. We haven't got to go straight into standing on one leg for 5 minutes or anything like that. Start where you are. So we're going to work for 45 seconds. The first move we're going to do is in our split stance position, where I'm going to come up onto tiptoe, bend my knees, lower down, straighten. I'm going to hold a weight. You can do this completely body weight at all, but I'm just adding a little bit extra by holding this weight. So let's begin. I'm going to hold it here, take a little step back. So in a split stance, then come up onto my tiptoes. That could be enough, just coming up and down onto tiptoes. How does that feel? But if it's all right, I'm going to that tiptoe position. Gently bend the knees, push my hips back. So I'm in a sort of mini squat position. Lower down, straighten. So tiptoe, bend, lower down, straighten. Again, when we walk, we are always in a sort of split stance position, walking, running. So working through those positions, checking how your toes feel, ankles, knees, hips. Lovely, and pause. Next one from there, our heel to toe walk. So we're walking literally heel to toe for a few paces forward, and then we're going to walk backwards. So if you don't want to walk backwards, that's fine, just keep turning and walk forward. But the heel to toe again is changing our stance. If we're normally walking feet hip width apart, with the feet underneath the hips, we then change it, the body's got to adapt. And if we've got to suddenly change how we're walking, where we're walking, the body's got to adapt. So working on this really does help. Could be we're just looking straight ahead, aiming not to look down, but we might also add a left to a right maybe. Again, that makes a difference. There we go. Lovely. It can be just the smallest additional change that can challenge that balance. From there, we've got our tennis ball. Started to incorporate a little bit of hand-eye coordination, which is great for our grip and catching. So what we're going to do today is one leg up, hover. Now, I'm going to throw for about 5, and then I'm going to pass the ball under. So I'm having to move my arms now. Back to the same side, catching. So I'm having to watch. I'm having to balance. Now, if you don't want to balance quite so much like this, we could just rest one big toe on the floor. So we've changed our stance. Maybe then we could lift it up and just pass. But I'm aiming, my left foot is having to really work hard to be grounded. Again, I'm watching, following that ball. So again, eye movement, which challenges the balance as well. We will do the other side too. Lovely. Ooh, from there, we're going to go into a single leg squat. Now, you could have a chair for this, so you could come out of a seated position into that. I didn't actually think to bring one with me. Now, a couple of options. Feet hip width apart. It could be that I take my left leg off the floor and hover, and then I'm aiming to sit down. Now, as you can see, I have not got great range, so I'm not going to get much lower than that. And then I'm coming back up again. So I'm breathing in as I'm aiming to sit down, exhale as I come up. I could also take my left leg behind, which might you find a little bit easier. I can get a little bit lower this way and coming back up again. Or we could do it sitting on a chair and then pushing up through one foot on the floor. So we could come out of that squat and then come up to standing, maybe. So again, that leg's working. We're working the thigh muscles, the hips, and the glutes too. And then the last one, we're going to do a side lunge with a leg raise coming up into a knee high. So a little combination. So my right leg is going to step out, gently bend the knee, push my hips back. If that's okay, can I lift my left leg up? So I'm then putting the weight and the balance to that right leg. Then come back up, exhale, raise the right knee. So stepping it out, little tap, up. I could put this foot back down again, step out, or I could keep it up and maybe go out into that side lunge. Again, we can play around with it. We can make it really nice, straightforward, slow the movement down. We can make it more challenging. So where are you? What's working for you? Nearly there. And rest. So we've balanced, we've done a couple of our regular moves, and then we've added some additional movements that challenge, again, hand-eye coordination whilst balancing, moving side to side as well as forward and back, up and down. So all together it's working on our strength and our balance for now and for years to come. Let me know how you're getting on. Do you specifically work on your balance, or do the movements you do take that into account as well? Which majority of the things we do, it does take into account. But let me know, love to know. Have a great weekend, and I will be back next week with more 5 moves in 5 minutes for you. So I will see you then. Take care. Bye.